We're gonna go talk to Kelsey for sure. And we're creeping up on Kelsey right now. Hey Kelsey, it's me. It's Jay Brill.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm with the JFK show.
Yeah. Sure. What's up?
He actually wants JFK, but he wants to ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Did he hear her?
Okay.
She can hear her, right?
Hey, how you doing, Kelsey?
Can you
Kelsey,
answer
how you
the
doing?
JFK show?
You're live.
What's the question?
You're live on the JFK show, just to let you know. And I just want to say, how you feeling being home right now? You feeling good?
Yeah, I feel good.
And we just want to say, on the behalf of the JFK show, we support you.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
I reached out to
Appreciate
you.
Praise you. God bless you, girl. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
It was nice to meet you.
All right. Great to have you guys
I should
here.
be talking to you soon too.
Okay.
About that person.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
Mr. Brado, thank you for covering the Francis Gigalotti case too, my man.
You bet. Oh, he's my man. Yep. I know. We're gonna hold them accountable on that. I promise.
Definitely.
It's a slow
Absolutely.
process, but we're not depending on the DA's office for that one. We're gonna make our own luck on that case.
I got one more question.
Yeah. Sure.
January 23rd with Turtle Boy. How you feeling about that motion? You feeling good?
Yes, we're feeling very good. Mark's been wonderful. He's been holding the tiller on that stuff, and I can't wait to wind him up and let him go.
Absolutely. Hey, you have a great day. Okay, thank you, sir.
Tell her I say good luck.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Jay
We're here,
Brilliant,
bro.
ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I just have a funny feeling that Willie, this guy Willie, man, got a lot to say, man. This guy Will Henry, man, and he keeps putting out fake narratives and fake stories, and going on his little membership lives and telling his people, and his narrative is that he's winning, we're losing, and he's justified for talking shit about James Jackson. What the rumor that he's spreading, and he also saying that he's coming down to the courthouse, Suffolk Superior, on January 23rd, and that he's not afraid, and it doesn't matter. You could put a camera in his face, and he's not putting any context to his audience. Like, he keeps making it seem like we're the thugs, we're picking on him, and he's just trying to fight corruption. And the fact is, he talks a whole lot of shit, ladies and gentlemen. Point blank, fucking period. Right?
Yeah,
that's talks a lot of shit. That's number one. And if you're out there, tuberculosis, you're guilty by association. You're two scumbags. You know what I mean? I hope you're out there. You're a scumbag. He's a scumbag. One little, two little, three little goons. I'm not going to tell you the rest of the rhyme. Figure it out. Two scumbags. You go on your little live, and Alan Jackson. How do you know I haven't talked to Karen Reed? You know how I know? You know how I know? How do you think I know, tuberculosis, that you haven't talked to Karen Reed? Huh?
I think I can take a guess.
At the end of the day, right? Who cares? Nobody cares. I hope you repair your relationship with Karen Reed. I hope you guys skip and join this. Who cares? You make this narrative too. Oh, we're using her as a prized possession. No, we're not. Who? Who's doing that? Does it look like I'm doing that? I'm a hood booger. What do you mean, buddy? You saying all these I love the narratives you spit. Listen, Alan Jackson told the story the way it is, okay? And he kept it political. That's how politics works. Politics as usual in Massachusetts. We're on pot 37, pot 38. We're creeping on. Have you seen any of the episodes? Did you do your due diligence? Because you guys talk about all we do is drama. Listen, I don't even know what you want to call it. I protected my growth. You guys try to cancel my Christmas. You guys try to cancel this channel. You put a tag on my channel. You may as well, I should hashtag drama channel every time I upload a video, because you and all your people, your little boys, Brokeback Baker, and all these people spin this narrative is that that's all we talk about. And that's all we're about. But when in fact, yesterday we had a conversation with one of the people who called us the W word, Jess Machado. She didn't say nothing when Jay Bro was face to face. She didn't call him a hood booger then. She didn't call him a W word then. And when we sniped her live, she was all bashful. She was like, "Oh, is that JFK?" and stuck her head under the hood. She was like this. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah. I mean, you guys got a whole crew. I mean, you guys are lames. And I ain't even got nothing against Jess Machado. She talks a lot of shit, but I ain't even got nothing against. But guilt by association. You guys are spinning the narrative that we're holding, like, because we talk to Karen Reed, or if we talk to Karen Reed, or whatever it might be, that we feel like some type of power. That's a lie. The more and more you speak, this goes to show you how stupid you are. 2 weeks ago, you were talking so much shit about Karen Reed.
Yeah,
And now here we are 2 weeks later, and all you're doing is covering Karen Reed. I mean, stand on your business. I thought you said you didn't need Karen Reed. It seems to me every last one of you motherfuckers do. I don't care how part of the story you are. I thought you didn't need her. I thought she was weird. I thought you made her likable. I don't know. It looked like Mango, Rotten Mango liked her. Did you do that too?
and calling her the C word was a joke.
And calling her the C word was a joke. Would you believe it? Would you fucking believe that?
It's the worst joke I ever heard if I ever heard it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even care, to tell you the truth. You can do whatever you want, man. Nobody cares if you, Alan Jackson, and Karen Reed go to Hollywood and hook up with Martin Scorsese and get $1 billion. I don't care. I want to put that on the record of you listening to tuberculosis. I challenge you right now. Do 50 push-ups, man. Right now. Get down and do 50. You got 50 in you? Tuberculosis? You got 50 straight? Are you watching? You all caught up? TV? How about you? Glera, you got 50 in you? Come on, you guys work out. Come on. Get down and do 50 push-ups. Then watch the show. Then maybe your endorphins, things will balance out. Because you guys are all out of whack. Stop spinning that narrative. Do me a favor. When you speak with other creators, don't throw me in that bubble. Don't throw me in that bubble of everybody else. I got nothing but love for people who got love for me. I ain't got love for people who don't have love for me. And let's just keep it clear. You, Will Henry, you ain't got love for me. TB, you 1000% ain't got love for me. So why the fuck would I have love for you? It's as simple as that. When I spoke up the way I spoke, I'm just looking at it like, wow, the person you just freed, the person you just went to bat, the person you came walking out like this for, you're doing shady shit. If you would do that to her, then what the fuck would you do to me? And that's how I looked at it. How is that so hard to believe, my man? That's it. You ain't got love for a lot of people. Everything you touch turns to shit. That's all. And there you are, just corrected it. And it's a game that you're playing. Like, oh, you know, Alan Jackson, he said this thing and trying to. And listen, you could have went on the page, your live streams. You had 2 chances, right? And I'm not telling you what to do. Be clear. I'm not telling you what to do. You're clipping this right now. Y'all caught up? Everybody caught up? You clipping this? Go ahead, make it easy for you. Go ahead. Hit the screen record right now. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got your screen record on? Do you got it? You got it? You can't play the screen record. You gotta get copyright strikes. You can't do it. Distortion.
You know the owner, you're good.
I know the owner. We're coming in hot. The point is, if you're going to speak on other people, other creators, like, so apparently Will Henry says someone's going to show up at the airport and put hands on him. Let me be clear. That's not anybody that's associated with this channel, okay, Will Henry? Let me tell you something about Logan International Airport. There's a police force that's there. It's called the Massachusetts State Police. The last thing we're going to do is go to the airport to put hands on a clown like you, because that's easy money, buddy. You're easy. We don't prey on the weak. You're weak as shit. You are brittle. You and your boy tuberculosis. Weak. We don't prey on the weak. We don't prey on the weak. You guys are weak. We just got questions. Would you believe it?
It's all just questions.
I don't prey on the weak. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. I'm protecting my growth. You think I would go to Logan International Airport and to make a threat or touch you on cameras? You think I'm that stupid? I mean, come on, Will Henry. You know better than that. Like the other day, 2:30 p.m., you were walking down the street in, Rome County. I mean, come on. There's a lot of other ways to run up on you.
And someone in Just Machado's chat yesterday put that me on our live stream said that it's been a while since I've hurt somebody, and I would be happy to take charges for James Jackson. So if you're gonna quote my words, quote my right words. I never ever said it's been a long time that I hit somebody. I said I'll take a charge for James, but I also said I represent the show, so I have to think differently. So people need to stop causing drama.
Listen, man, and that's why we call it swim good, right? Because we're in the ocean. Sometimes we're gonna get pushed with the current, and the stream's gonna make us say some wild shit. But the fact is, when we all get together and cooler heads prevail, that's not gonna happen. All right? It's not gonna happen. It's because we try to do it the right way. We try to do things the right way. And I don't even want to make this stream sound like we're on some bully tough guy shit, because it could come across, because I'm coming in real hot. I totally get all that. Right? I get all that. I'm coming in hot. But the fact is, I'm sick of the narratives. I'm sick of the narratives that, when it's all said and done, the Karen Reed story is going to be Turtle Boy did this, Karen got freed, and no one's going to care about the 3 months. And you know what, tuberculosis? I already said it. You're right. You're probably right. Listen, that probably will happen. But that still doesn't take away the fact that you disrespected my boy and put a narrative out there. Oh, wow. I mean, goddamn. And I just said my boy, and you put a narrative out there. And I didn't like it. And that guy is this guy, Mr. James Jackson.
What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Goddamn.
Goddamn, Mr. James Jackson has entered the stream. You jumped in the water, huh? Can you
Jumping
swim
in the water.
Can you
I got
swim
one. I got a flipper. I got a flipper. I'm moving, son. I'm moving.
Goddamn, man. A lot of shit was said, man. I'm watching these morning lives because I got a membership.
You got gifted, yeah.
I didn't get gifted. No, I didn't gift. I renewed the membership. Be clear.
Oh, my man, he paid. My man, get out of here. My man paid. Yo, someone hit me up today. That's why I was like, what?
Oh, see you later. Hit the wrong button, buddy. Your flip is acting up.
Goddamn, James Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, he's putting a narrative out there. I don't know, and I just want to be clear, right? Because I mean, someone's gonna clip the shit out of this and put this on Twitter and say the bullies are at it again and all this different bullshit. Nobody's going to Logan Airport to touch you, my brother. No one's doing that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. Somebody hit me up today and said, oh, I stand with you for everything. I said, what are you talking about? Like, I haven't heard anything or whatever. So I'm thinking in my mind, what is this person talking about? They had no context behind it. I stand with you. I hope that you know that. And I seen this. Someone gifted me a live in his chat, and I seen what he said, and I was like, well, Do you have a video of what he said? Like, I don't understand. What did he say? Oh, there's nothing good about you. Okay, cool. So, I mean, if he's listening, Will Henry, nobody's here to hurt you. Stop talking wild on the internet. People might walk up to you, and you know how TV is a sensation. And TV, I know you're watching because it's funny, Jay, check your message on text message. So I'm just gonna say it like this. You act like you did nothing wrong.
Right.
And what's wrong? Hey, get over here. What's wrong? You know what's wrong, and you know what's right. And you know what you said isn't right, man. You curated not only a chat, but you curated content creators to think and feel a certain way about James Jackson and my relationship with my girlfriend, which sucks because you're on the internet with your relationship with your girlfriend. But the only difference is your girlfriend was around through all this bullshit. My girlfriend wasn't. So when I see a picture of her on the internet, it doesn't mean the same to me what it means to you or any of these clowns from Mississippi, Dallas, and I mean no disrespect to any people that love us from Mississippi or Dallas. I'm talking about content creators only. You curated all that. So you know what you did. When you ask me, what did I do? You know, same thing you did in 2018. You didn't do your homework. You didn't do your journalism. You didn't go out and ask the real questions. Like my man Jay Brill on the street talking to your lawyer. And JFK asking that one question for 2 seconds he got about your case. How do you think Turtle Boy's going to do? You think we hate you? You think we want to hurt you? That's not it, man. We just want to know who we're dealing with, who we're sitting next to. And whatever. If you don't like us, we're not your cup of tea, we're not your people. That's fine. But just don't, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of people that depend on us, I guess. And it's not I guess, it's I know. There's a lot, like, because there's a community. I see the chat. I was going to do a live JFK about just the chat. I was going to put the content creator on mute and just play their chat and see what the chat says. And you guys would be like, wow. I mean, because today it was like, I think it was just the Shadows, actually. And Jess, we got no beef with you. It's just, you bring us into your shit.
Well, that's what she, at least, you know, that's how she came in, right?
Yeah,
she's
that's
staying on brand.
Exactly, brand. With the chalkboards, and you know she's doing, and I get all that, and that's cool. I don't hate her for that.
Yeah, she's still racist, but it's all good.
Right, she still does it. But hey, no. And so my point is, it's like people come in her chat and they're like, "Is that first of all? I thought you would. Is that JFK, the guy that was outside the courtroom when Jay walked up to him and he was just walking back and forth saying wild shit? Is that JFK? And oh, look at Crawford's pants. It's like you get so mad.
Oh, she was saying that. She was saying that dude is that JFK? The dude who was wild.
Yeah, go to her live, play it.
Oh, really? She was saying
yeah,
that?
in the beginning, no, the chat. I'm sorry, I disclaimer, the chat. She was talking about Crawford and his pants, how dirty they were. It's like you get so mad when someone says you ordered extra cream cheese. So calm down about Crawford's pants. Who cares? Like, why are we judging people on their looks? Wasn't that something people were saying in her chat? Like,
Crawford worked and then went there, so.
Yeah. Oh, did I lose you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just different. I appreciate it because I'm walking and talking. But yeah, no, I seen it, man. I've been seeing it this morning because I've had a lot of PT the last couple of days, so I can't even type. It's crazy. I take little things for granted, but I didn't even want to talk about that because so the airport, we're not going to be at the airport. No, we may be at the courthouse supporting
I'm definitely
First Amendment. Well, I'll tell you, there's going to be a lot of people there. A lot of people have hit me up and said, "Are you James Jackson?" Yes, I am. I tell them, and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm going to be at the courthouse on the 23rd." I'm like, "Well, I'll meet you there. I'll see you when I get there. It's nice to meet you." Someone called me.
I might slide to Wakefield and pull the 96 up and then slide to Malden and pick you up and slide to the courthouse. You just never know.
I mean, it's close enough.
Okay.
So the main reason you changed this one question into two questions now.
Okay.
Now we're gonna ask you about Lauren, but we're also gonna ask you about our mothers because you said you said some vile shit about my moms, man. That shit ain't cool.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is him today. This is him today.
That's a charge, but it's not worth it enough to cause anyone else by Aiden, hey, you know, I don't need that kind of shit. You've got a lot of people out there who think that they're really high and mighty and
Jesus.
Obviously have issues with their own lives because for some reason they think they're going to get some sort of clout by threatening me physically
But he threatened you
for
physically.
things they assume happened, how they assume they happened well over 10 years ago. So that's interesting.
Keep in mind, bro, it's none of us, bro. There's somebody else out there, I think, who's a fan of the show. I don't want to name drop. He's a fan of the show, and I think he's going in on the Glera every day. And the Glera, what he's doing, like he always does, he's taking any dirt that's on him or anybody who got a problem with him, and he's charging it to my show. So if you say something, James Jackson, hold on, let me just say this. If you say something, James Jackson, guess who said it? JFK said it. If Jay Brilliant says something, JFK said it, right? Let me tell you something. I'm telling you right now, Glera, I ain't never said a word about your fucking kid, right? That was a long time ago. That's not my issue. You know what my issue is? My issue is that you spread a rumor about my guy, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and it was wrong, and you need to apologize, and you need to move on. And if you do that, then we move on. Until then, this is where we're at. You know, that's it, point blank. You made an accusation, and you keep trying to cancel my channel. If it was up to you, you would love to see me canceled, right? But I'm doing what you do. I'm talking about you, and look, and then you say about the views and the numbers and all that shit. Yo, buddy, check this out, right? So you go with the memberships, right? I could do the same fucking thing right now. You know, I could turn around right now and tell everybody, hey, I'm turning this to members only, and get a bunch of memberships in the next half hour before I turn it to members only like you. But I don't do my audience like that. Shit, I'm not even doing your audience like that because a lot of these people, there's like 500 people watching right now. I guarantee at least 200 of them is all Glera fans, and everybody wave to them. Hi, Glera fans. How you doing? This is a guy who gets up and puts that Red Sox shirt on purpose, not because it's like, you know what I mean? He does it on purpose. He needs to get into character because this is who he's talking to. So he's manipulating people and he's a scam artist, and that shit ain't right. And then he tries to flip it and say that's who we are and we're doing it for views. But yet he's the one that goes on for a half hour, lets the chat fill up, gets them all hyped up what he's going to talk about, and then he says gift memberships, and hey, whatever. I get it. It's a creative way to make some extra coin. It's all good. But guess what, bro? You're talking lies, though. Everything you're saying is a lie. When you speak on us, I'm not going to speak on other creators, everybody else you're talking about. Because unlike you, I'm not going to mix what you say about Mikey Crawford or what you say about LTL into what I have an issue with you for. Whatever you got an issue with them for is what you got an issue for. But I just want to be clear. Mikey Crawford, when it comes to Mikey Crawford, that's my guy. And I said this the other night. Mikey Crawford, and I told Mikey this, right, James Jackson? I told Mikey not to get involved in this. Did I not? I think James Jackson is probably getting water or something.
I think he might be connecting his computer. You said.
Oh, my bad. He's behind stage. Did I not tell him
No,
that?
but you said, listen, that was the plan from the beginning. And it was no plan. It was just like, listen, man, we got this. This is lightweight. There's no reason for Mikey to get involved because Mikey was so involved with what he was doing already with who he was, his guest, who he was like speaking with. He's on Howie Kai. He's got a platform there. So we're like trying to keep Mikey in a safe spot, so to speak. We don't want people going after Mikey because of shit that people in the chat may say about James Jackson or JFK or Kevin Kev or Jay Brill. No, we wanted it to be all the smoke on us because you keep talking about us and who we are and what we're doing wrong, but nobody says or ever tries to correct what he's doing wrong and if he's wrong. Like that's the shit that.
Well, that's what they love. That's what powers him. That's what makes him. That's why he does a club walk and he says whatever he wants. See, this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. When I come on the stream, I would never just say whatever came to my brain. I respect you guys way too much to sit back and get all in my feelings and think my opinion or my bad day and take it out on you guys. I wouldn't hit that live button, right? If my mind was spinning, I wouldn't hit that live button. I got way too much respect for my long gamers. Way too much. This guy, he doesn't care what he says because he knows that audience, as long as he stays connected to tuberculosis and he stays connected to that audience, he feels he has power and he can say whatever he wants and they're not going anywhere because they dumb down our channel so much and shit on us so much and put these narratives. Like all he says is he streams from his garage. Listen, like in time, don't worry about it. I'm building some stuff in time, right? You'll see a little change, but as of right now, this is where we're at, right? But who cares? Who fucking cares? And listen, I know that kind of sounds like it bothers me, but it doesn't. Especially, I actually like the CrossFit look because I got my weights over here, I got my bench right there. I like the CrossFit look.
That's your look, but no.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Let me just finish, please. Let me finish. It doesn't bother me, but he puts that narrative out there so much, right? In the car, he puts it out there and he sticks it in their brain so much that so as soon as they click on and see JFK in the garage, they don't like him. You see what I'm saying? He does it so much. But that's how he does it. That's how they do it. They try to discredit us. And then they try to say they don't want beef. They don't want to cancel our channels. They're not about that. They don't want to, they're not about canceling people. They're about the First Amendment. You can talk about anybody you want, and then they talk with both sides of their mouth. But in fact, they do everything they can. The Flat Rim, the wannabe rapper, the junkies, the car crew, all these different things to make people say, even if they see him, to your point.
This dude was wearing a Flat Rim when he first came in the game. And then JB probably got spoken to. Remember, Jay?
Listen, exactly. But let me just to your point, James, to your point that no one speaks to him about his faults because what are they going to do? If they speak to his faults, he curated an audience so much that we're so bad that they just take that shit because they think someone looking like me is wrong. Someone looking like you would talk the way you talk is wrong. So right off the bat, man, I have to stay here because he made it so violent, so hateful that they can't, you know what I mean? It's like running with the devil or running with God. Like, you know what I mean? Once you say so much bad shit about God and shit on religion, like there's really no turning back without people saying, damn. And that's the same thing, like the parallel to like Karen Reed. You guys said so much bad stuff about her and then say we use her as a prize, but now you guys are going over every interview about Karen Reed, which makes you guys look so weak. You guys try to cancel her fundraiser. You guys try to do a fundraiser at the same time to take money out of her pocket, and now you guys just go mute about that. So I'm sorry if I'm double talking, and I hope I make sense. My point is they did their best to discredit us, and that's their mission, to discredit us, and that bothers me the most because everybody that's on this panel right now, from Jay Brill to James Jackson to Kevin Kev, is all about integrity and truth, and that shit pisses me off, and I ain't gonna lie.
Now, the idea, for whatever reason, is to scare me, I guess, out of flying to Boston. I want to be very, very clear about something because I know they're watching because they pay for my memberships too. Hi, I'm going to Boston, and I'm flying there first fucking class.
Great.
And I will be at that courthouse
to
support Aiden Carney, aka Turtle Boy, in his fight against corruption and free speech. That's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. Now, unless I'm told by Aiden, hey, I don't need that kind of shit in front of the courthouse, blah blah blah. I just don't need that kind of shit.
The start of it, ladies and gentlemen. I know I've been talking a lot, and I apologize. I'm a little amped up, fresh out the gym. But that's the start right there. On January 14th, he's starting the narrative unless Aiden tells me not to go.
Wow, hold on, that makes sense. Because I just text back and forth with Aiden.
Oh, really?
So Aiden's checking the temperature of the water to see if he wants to get in the water and have a swim with us. He's making sure it's not too cold.
Oh, yeah.
It's only cold for a couple minutes.
Well, he's a turtle, man. They live to 200 years old.
It's just better if you sit this one out. Okay, cool. I'm there to support him. So if that were to happen, that would be fine. And they would win.
He's already putting the narrative out there. They would win because you got to pay attention to what he's doing here. Let me lay down the groundwork. James, he's saying that Aiden says, hey, I don't want that type of smoke. This is a great day for me, which is true. It is a great day. I hope he wins the motion and they, it does wonders. Yeah. But he's going to use that as a way to flake out. And then he's going to blame it on us. He's going to flake out because he's a punk. And he's going to blame it on us. And then that's going to be our problem now. They threatened him. I wouldn't have went to Boston either. The whole shit. It's all our fault again.
That battle. Sure. Great. And at the end of the day, that's just a troll. It's not going to hurt me any other than the disappointment that I would like to be there to listen to. Better will argue that motion.
I want to see
Um,
better.
but it's not worth it enough to cause anyone else who I care about and respect, and I mean anyone, not just Aiden, anybody, any kind of trouble or any type of drama in their life, or I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm here to do. That's not what I'm here for.
This dude talks at both sides of his mouth, boy.
Like I'm here to stir some shit up,
Of course you
but
are.
not
Hey, by the way, that's
where
me
it
in the
doesn't need
Honda.
to be stirred up. I'm here to stir shit up where it does need to be stirred up. And I guess some dude is apparently threatening to meet me at the airport and catch a charge.
First off the bat, we don't talk like that, number one. And number two, for the record again, we're not nothing going down at Logan International, buddy. Trust and believe.
Okay, man. Listen, I want to be very clear about something.
Okay.
There's two things.
What's that?
One thing
What is
is I'm not fucking afraid of anybody.
Oh, whoa.
That's where that's
Hey, buddy, guess what? You're not supposed to be afraid of anyone. Whoa. You're not supposed to be afraid of anyone, buddy. Just like you're not supposed to rat. Just like you're supposed to be a good dad. Why the fuck are you even saying that? That shows how weak you are to say that. I'm not afraid of anyone. You wouldn't even say that.
Hey, simple.
Yeah, you wouldn't even say that. I'm not afraid of anyone. No shit. You're not supposed to be afraid of anyone. That's like me coming on here saying I'm a great dad. Fuck. I'm supposed to be a great dad. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Did you ever hear that saying? You do what you're supposed to do?
Yeah. I'm not a rat.
one of my
Oh shit.
my flaws in intellect.
Oh, wow.
I have many flaws in intellect.
Many flaws.
And one of my many flaws in intellect is that I don't.
Why are you talking like you're a fucking Harvard professor? Shut up. Many flaws of my intellect. Bro, shut up.
My intellect is 2 minus 3 minus square minus 4. Shut up, dude.
What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
That's all you need to know.
This fucking guy is crazy, bro. They altered the course of 1985.
Let things like that get under my skin, and I don't let them worry me, and I don't let them scare me.
Oh, scary.
I'm just not wired that way.
Okay, you're not wired that way.
He's a
If you
machine.
push me, I push
Listen
back,
to-
and I push harder.
Listen to how many
That's what
times he says,
I don't know how to be any way else. And
and
the other thing is,
You know,
the people who are threatening these things are justifying in their mind.
we're just,
Hey, anybody who ever puts their hand on a kid or a woman, you know, it's worth it to get a charge. And that's not why they're doing it. They're doing it because
wait, so
they
he's
want the
admitting
charge.
that he's done
So because A, they have worthless fucking lives, and B, the charges, it's the same fucking thing that if somebody, what 80% of mass shooters do, they fucking want the clout. They want to be recognized on the internet.
80% of Massachusetts? What?
No, he said
what
mass.
80% of mass shooters.
do.
Oh.
They fucking want the clout.
He's
They want to
comparing
be
us to
recognized
mass
on the internet
shooters.
for something.
Oh, wow.
They want their mugshot up there being like, this is the guy that punched the guy who admitted to smacking.
Bro, do you realize how fucking crazy you sound?
What is he talking about?
Well, this is what I'm saying. He's lumping everything together. I don't know who's been threatening you about Logan Airport, and I don't know who you got problems with, your kid or your girl.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that.
He's saying we're threatening him because he
We got
slapped his
one
kid.
question. No, we have one question. Now we got two.
Yeah.
The first one was about Long. The second one, the second question we have now is about our moms. Man, that wasn't nice. My mom sometimes wasn't nice to me, but she didn't deserve that.
Yeah, but two people in the chat right here, man, Jay Brill and Kevin Kev lost their mothers, bro.
Yeah, my
So
mom's
just,
dead.
hey, and just so happens that day is 3 years that my mother passed.
Nah, yeah,
Oh,
you said that's
man.
crazy. R.I.P. What's your mom's name?
I'm
Janet.
sorry, JB. That,
Oh, your mom's
you know,
Janet too? R.I.P. Janet. R.I.P. Janet in the chat. R.I.P. Janet.
JB, Janet, she was JB too? Miss JB?
Yes, sir.
Miss
R.I.P.
JB.
Janet.
R.I.P. Miss JB. And Kevin Kev, what was your mom's name?
Phyllis.
Phyllis, dude.
Phyllis.
Let me tell you, Phyllis was cool as hell, man. Phyllis. R.I.P. Phyllis and R.I.P. Janet. What you know about Lime? Was it Lime Street in Salem?
Lemon.
It was Lemon Street in Salem. She was a
Lemon
DYS
Lime.
foster parent.
Oh,
She
shit.
used to run a
I might have
DYS
known your
foster-
moms, Kevin
Yeah,
Kev.
yeah.
God damn.
She knew all of us.
I only met your moms back in the day. That's crazy.
Everybody did. And speaking of that, let Kevin Kev speak for a sec. Kevin Kev, you just came in here.
What up,
I've been running my
Kev?
mouth, Kev. You wanna
Take
kind
care.
of put some context to what I'm trying to talk about here? Because you can talk to me off screen if you'd be
Yeah.
so kind.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just our biggest problem is that he's talking about things, mentioning people's names, and he doesn't have the proper and true facts on that story. And he's wrong for doing that.
But there's no story. That's the thing.
Exactly.
It's not even a
I mean,
news.
it's his. We're talking about his version. What him and other people have put this together. Like JFK saying, they're talking about compiling, a span of time and just dressing it up to sound, horrible, bro. And there's plenty of nights that I come up here, and it pisses me off that I keep hearing your name, James, and JFK's name, my name, everybody's name, And the people that have started this shit like that, want to bring mothers and girlfriends. They should correct the record for that. They were man enough to spit that shit out. They should be man enough to swallow it.
God damn, Kevin Kev, disclaimer. I get no,
Absolutely.
100%. I mean, set the record straight.
Correct
No.
the record.
There's something that somebody said to me a long time ago, man. Like, disrespect, disconnect.
Mm.
And and that's how it would be. There's been some things that in my generation, that shit's disrespectful. You can't amend disrespectful shit. You can't stand in the same room with somebody. You can't pick up the phone and call them set the record straight. You said some shit that was fucking a lie. Disrespect, disconnect.
And that's the thing, man. And I appreciate them words, Kevy. Kevy Kev, ladies and gentlemen, Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App for sure. But to add to that, right, as I kind of get an hour in, I'm finding my groove, finding my footing because I came in hot. I'll tell you, they have to be this way because he has to discredit us. That's his whole thing. He has to be disrespectful because this is the only way it works for him. Just to discredit us. This is what they're going to do. They're going to discredit us, shit on us, and it's them who are worried about people. And what bothers me, the reason why they have to discredit us, my point is because if they apologize, then they're admitting that they're not truth finders. They're admitting that they're not journalists. They're admitting that they're drama. So they're just going to keep discrediting us and saying whatever they said about us, we deserved it because we divided a fucking movement. But in fact, 2 weeks ago, these people were calling Karen Reed to see you next Tuesday, and now they're all playing the Mango, Rotten Mango, talking about it, all hyped up because Alan Jackson, who lives on the West Coast, probably never goes on this shit, you know, and now he's making the Reed files. And that's your competition. They're already at like 20,000 subs or something silly.
13 and climbing.
So I'm saying, like, you know, they could get up to 100,000 fast. You know what I mean? And not for nothing, when they go live, you know, your audience are going to slide over there. And then how's that going to play out if you feel that, you know, and then what
At the
happens?
same time as him.
And how do you know it doesn't come out there? How do you know that someone in the chat don't say something and then something gets said? How you can't be trusted, tuberculosis, because if that happens, are you really no drama, or does that give you the right? See, and that's what you guys are trying to do. You're trying to say that anytime someone talks about you, you have the right to dox them, to be vile, and do whatever you want. It's the First Amendment. And then you try to say it's just a joke, but it's not a joke. It's not a joke. So what is it? Is it the First Amendment, right? And that's what you stand up for, First Amendment, justice for the First Amendment, but at the same time you accuse somebody of a crime? So what is it? So if anything, you keep putting a narrative out there that we want to see you in jail, but the fact is, if I didn't know any better, you want to see James Jackson in jail.
That's what I get from that.
For nothing.
But nothing. But
what?
public perception is a motherfucker, and you know that, and that's the problem. You know this, and you still do it. And then on your morning lives, when the Adderall wears off, and you haven't hit dunks yet, you're a whole different person. No, I'm not no drama. But as soon as that 9 o'clock hour hits, you
Bro
feel
was
this
bragging.
power.
He was bragging about that shit this morning about a Boston article he was in, and they said, you know, he was wearing his Adderall he was detoxing from his Adderall, and he didn't have his Adderall. That right there tells you something. That Adderall gives you some kind of like last night I heard you fucking wild out because somebody said they couldn't hear you, and you said ban him, ban him, ban him, ban him, ban him, ban him. Fuck you, you'll never hear the sound. You're not allowed back in here. How do you know that person wasn't your biggest supporter? How do you know that person hasn't followed you for years? You have a little tantrum, and I get it, it's your show, you can do whatever you want. Disclaimer, I'm not telling you how to run your show. That's a little overboard, don't you think, man? Like, some of the shit you do, and you think you're drama free, but then that comes out, and then they're like, no, can't trust this motherfucker. You know, and that's just the way it is. Don't get mad at me because I don't do shit like that. You know, you name dropped me twice in a 60-second video. Kevy Kev, I don't know if you saw it. I put it up in one of my shorts. Someone sent it to me of him talking about the Lifetime movie special that they had on Lifetime.
And that was the time to clear the record right there. They're talking about,
like,
if you're going to bring up James
why would I
Jackson.
expect to be in the Lifetime special? Come on, man. Like, why would any
Or
of
me.
those people, or JFK, or anybody you name dropped in that sentence that I have you on that short, that is now, if you subscribe James Jackson, you can check it out, or it's free. You can just watch it publicly, give it a share, give it a like. It's him talking about me, DJ from Calling All Beings, shout out to DJ, and Kevy Kev 781 on the Cash App, shout out to Kevy Kev. Why would you think that we belong in that Lifetime?
Because that's the narrative. The more and more they pile on us, it makes people say, see, the movie had you, and they don't mean nothing, and that's what they think. And so as soon as they click onto us, we don't have a chance. They already put us in a light that we're garbage, we're dirt, we mean nothing. You know, and that right there, it's like, okay, it's politics. I get it, but the fact is you ain't nothing. The fact is you're look at you, you're copping the police saying, FTB, you're not coming to Beantown. Stop it.
Real quick, the other thing, I see Jess Machado, and again, there's no slight, but you talk about, you know, you're a journalist and this and that. Jay Brill was out there. You could hear him perfectly fine. You could hear JFK perfectly fine on the show. You know, get your aesthetics a little better. You're sitting there making fun of people. I get it. The kid out there that was running back and forth was funny. I get it. And then you want to talk about people's clothing. But Jess, you couldn't hear nothing. You couldn't hear anything from your phone, and you were just.
Where's your DJI mics? Where's your Harmonic? Where's your Rhodes mics? You didn't go out and buy nothing.
This is someone with a